G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm of course Acaphilus, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Path of Champions in Legends of Runeterra. Once again, we're going to be doing the 4 Star Targon Campaign against Aurelion Sol, and we are going to be using Diana for today's run. So we're just adhering to a couple more challenges left by some of you guys here on the channel, and this particular challenge is really interesting with the Diana. You want me to take a look at the Diana using a Z-Drive prototype, because you want me to get the counterfeit copies power, which is the common power, and essentially use that to copy the Lunari Priestess in the Diana deck in order to achieve maximum invokes. So this is going to be really interesting for a couple of reasons. One is, I believe this is going to be really unorthodox. Usually you're not going to play the Diana this way. And secondly, going off of this statement here, we need to get the counterfeit copies power, which is obviously not guaranteed. There's a lot of common powers as well as other powers, but we will be trying to prioritize getting the counterfeit copies power in order to get this game plan. So with all that in mind, let's go over the build for the Diana here real quick. I have a backup plan which we will execute if I cannot get a counterfeit copies power, but if we do get a counterfeit copies power, all the better obviously, but assuming we don't, there's a backup plan that I like to achieve here with the Diana as well. Alright, so let's go over the overview here real quick. Level 25 and 3-star Diana here, which means I have access to Outcast Edge 2, allies have Nightfall, grant me +2/+0 and quick attack. If I already have quick attack, grant me double attack instead, and Twilight Offering +1 starring mana. When you play your first card each round, refill 1 mana. So obviously we're going to want to rely heavily on Outcast Edge 2 to give us the quick attack, and if we can bring on the Diana, she's going to get a double attack as well, which is going to be amazing. Now Twilight Offering is also really nice because essentially this will allow us to play more units, because we are going to get the mana refill, and hopefully we're able to trigger Nightfall more consistently that way. Now going into the champion level real quick, we have a level 25 Diana, which means I do have access to a 3rd common relic slot as well as the level 20 game slot droid champion, the all-important droid champion. However, I am missing out on the level 28 Forest Nexus self and the level 30 rare relic slot 3. But going into the relics itself, we're going to be running a Z-Drive prototype. That way we could potentially increase the chances of getting a counterfeit copies. Again, not guaranteed, but if we do get it, all the better. But assuming we don't, we're going to fall back on my backup plan, or my backup option here, which is to try a Bounty Hunter Diana build. So essentially this is a half Bounty Hunter build, because the optimum Bounty Hunters would probably be getting a 2nd rare relic slot here. That way you can equip a 2nd Heart of Gold. That way you can increase the amount of attack stats you're going to get with the Bounty Hunter's Renown. But unfortunately we are only at a level 25, so I figured we'd go for a half Bounty Hunters build. That's why we're only going to go with 1 Heart of Gold instead, and 1 Bounty Hunter's Renown obviously. That way we can still get the effect, or essentially build towards the Bounty Hunter's path, but we are going to still adhere to the Z-Drive prototype challenge if we are able to get a counterfeit copies obviously. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say here basically is that we're going to try to prioritize that Z-Drive prototype challenge, but assuming that we cannot get the counterfeit copies, we're going to fall back onto the Bounty Hunters build and play a, regular Diana from there. But if we are able to get the counterfeit copies, we're going to try to adhere to this challenge where we're going to try to copy as many Lunari Priestesses as possible and use the invoke units that we get in order to achieve the victory. Now I would go for more Z-Drive prototypes here, but unfortunately if I scroll all the way down to my Z-Drive prototype, unfortunately I only have 1, so obviously this is the best I can do. Alright, so we're gonna head back out, we're gonna give this a shot, and let's see how we do into the ASOL with this really interesting build. Alrighty, we are all loaded in. First things first, let's check out what the Aurelion Sol is running. Hopefully nothing too difficult. He has a power overwhelming. Okay, that might be great for us, but we're gonna have to see what the other bosses hold. The Jinx here has a unyielding determination. The Karma here is power overwhelming as well, and the Poppy here has a unstable inventory. Alright, not too difficult I presume, but yeah, we're gonna have to see how everything works out. Let's hope we get a counterfeit copies here. If we don't, we're probably gonna want to try to pick that up later. I think what I will do is to prioritize the counterfeit copies. We'll spend all our rerolls here, regardless of what we get in the first power. Little buddies, reunited raiding party, so sad. I really like this, but I think we're gonna reroll. Gearing up, grit, endurance, we're gonna reroll again. Welcome gift, Spellslinger, disarm, we're gonna reroll. Reset, black market discount, slow but steady, reroll 1 more time. Spellslinger, disarm, hold them off, unfortunate. Wild inspiration, high education, and best defense. Final reroll here, let's see what we get. Quick draw, line weight, and overwhelm. Okay, so unfortunately we don't get the counterfeit copies here. We still can't pick it up later, but we're gonna go with an overwhelm here because we are missing out on the overwhelm on Diana, which is of course, the True King's Crown. So I guess what we're gonna do is to compensate for that, we're gonna go with the crush here. Alright, so let's head into the Poppy. Alrighty, so we get Lunari, Dustbringer, Priestess, Heaven's Line, and Pale Cascade. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna keep this. It seems like a fairly decent enough start. Of course, we draw Diana because the hero is welcome, which is perfect. We should be able to bring it on turn 1 as well. That is great. Let's go with the Dustbringer first.
Night flowers upon my blade.
Got this from a side.
Mana refill, we get Diana here.
Find your own light within the darkness. Yours is a light I cherish, moon sister.
Right, we don't have the Gale Force. I must remember that. We don't have the Gale Force, so we cannot trigger Scout. If we get that item, however, that's a different story. But obviously, we don't have the Gale Force now, so we're just gonna attack with everything. Now, I will try to, at the very least, get some invokes on the Lunari Priestess. That way we can potentially try to somewhat adhere to the challenge. But at its core, it's also a Bounty Hunter build, so we're testing out the efficacy of it as well. Right, we're gonna go Dust Battle Dust here. Just to bring on the Priestess. Let's see, let's go with a Messenger.
When will this bloody conflict end? All things in cycles. Someday we will be one.
We'll go with Heaven's Line, why not? At the very least we get a Daybreak unit, which we can't play, even though we're still gonna get the win next turn. Diana's really strong, so I'm not really too concerned here. I really wish we can do the Nightfall challenge, unfortunately, but yeah, sometimes you don't get the cards that you need.
Her light across the land.
Alright, Ayula, Mirror Mage, and Fleet Admiral Shelley. We'll just go to Ayula here. And we're gonna head into the support champion. Let us grab a Aatrox, Aphelios, and Heimerdinger. I'm liking the Aatrox here because the Aatrox actually has a cost reduction with the double time watch. But Aphelios is obviously the more better pick here because of Nightfall. I think we'll go with Aphelios. That could be decent. Or do we want to go with Aatrox? I'm a little bit torn here if I'm going to be honest with you. You know what? I think we can make do without Aphelios because we already have Diana for really, really cheap. We don't need this extra Aphelios. I think Aatrox might be better overall. I think we're going to go for him. Alright, so Fiora and Jin here, a champion item chest and a shop. I think we're gonna head to the shop, that way we can potentially pick up counterfeit copies if it ever pops up. So unfortunately we're gonna want to ignore this champion item chest here. So we're gonna head into the Fiora with the power of roaming and see how we do. Alright, we get Ayula, Pale Cascade, Keep Off the Box, and Cloven Way. I think we're gonna re-roll the Cloven Way and the Keep Off the Box. I think we'll even get rid of Ayula, it's fine. Actually, we should probably get rid of Pale Cascade as well if we're not able to get any units. Yeah, that would probably be better. Let's hope we get something cheap here, though. And we get a lot of cheap stuff, good.
I'll write my own story.
Nari Dustbringer.
We were peaceful once. You leave me no recourse.
Let's drop the Lunari Shadestalker.
Invisible to the ignorant.
Right, Dust Battle Dusk again. Let's grab a Diana here.
Dusk approaches.
Lunari Shadestalker as well. Should have a lot of damage here.
Conceals you from our foes. Face your heretic.
Fortunately not enough, so I think we might have to wait for the next attacking turn. Let's go with a Darkened Staff, I feel. At the very least, we'll buff the Diana with Impact. That could be nice. Present Guardian. We probably don't need to summon here. We already have to win, but, you know, I'm still gonna do it.
You tried to blind me with resplendence, but they could not break me.
Unfortunately, we don't get any Priestesses as well, so we cannot really trigger the Invoke. So, you know, like I said, you know, we're trying to get that Invoke challenge, but if we're not able to do it, at the very least, we're testing out the Bounty Hunter Diana build. And, you know, as is with the half Bounty Hunters, it's really, really good. So, obviously, really, really happy with it.
heretic rang true.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna go with a Horn of the Dragon here. Could be great. Double attack, that is gonna be important. Even though it's fairly expensive, the Quick Strike Blade is actually gonna be fairly aggressive. I think I like this. We're gonna go for it. Alright, so as I said, we're gonna head to the shop here. We're gonna want to try to get a, a counterfeit copies if we can. Wild Inspiration. I tell you what, we're not going to purchase this. Two reasons. Firstly, we don't really have too many creator cards. The only creator cards that we're creating essentially is the Dust Petal Dust, and that itself is really cheap. I don't really need the Wild Inspiration if I'm going to be honest with you. And at the same time, hanging onto our gold could be decent because they will actually buff the Diana's, the Diana's Bounty Hunters here. So obviously, I don't think we're going to purchase the power here. I don't really think we need any cards either necessarily. These aren't too important, I would say. So we're just going to head off into the Swain and see how we do. Alright, so Heaven's Line, Ayula, Crescent Guardian, Mountain Goat. We are probably going to keep this. It seems like a fairly decent enough start. Oh, we get Aatrox here. Interesting. So, no Diana. That is going to be really interesting to see. Hold on. Let me just double check something. The first card we play, right? Yeah, so essentially any card will work well here. So we're going to go Heaven's Line. And we'll get the Diana, obviously. Mana refill, we'll bring on the Mountain Goat.
No one's the wiser. Explosives primed.
I think we'll bring on one Crescent Guardian here, not trigger the Nightfall just to block it. Unless it doesn't choose to, so we'll end the round. If it, chooses not to attack. At least we are getting cost reduction on Aatrox, which is great. Let's go with a Dustspringer first.
We were peaceful once.
You can kill that, it's fine. My main objective is getting Diana on the board.
Cold and unforgiving as moonlight.
Okay, so obviously we're gonna attack here. Let's drag this guy here.
Face your heretic.
And I think we'll play a Pale Cascade on Diana.
Our light grows brighter.
We actually should win here. More than enough damage. Ah, I forgot about Unyielding. I totally forgot about Unyielding. It's fine. We're gonna end the round. We're gonna drag out the battle a little longer, but we should end it before Swain comes on. Alright, finally get the Priestess here. We'll play this. We'll play this at least, even though if we are unable to get, adhere to the challenge, at the very least, we are still trying, to achieve it by playing the Priestess. Alright, so we're gonna go with a, let's see, I think we'll go with a Dust Petal Dust here, just to reduce the cost of the Priestess and bring it on. Get a Moonsilver, Scourge, or Warrior. I think we'll go with a Warrior. No, we'll go Moonsilver. Cost reduction is probably better.
As the moon rises, find your path in the dark and follow no false light.
Alright, let's bring on the Aatrox. First time we're seeing him. Obviously, we're gonna attack, get the win, and get out.
A full moon casts her light across the land.
Okay, so we get a Rot Colossus, a Scholarly Climber, and a Moonlight Affliction here. This might be the best because we can't silence things. And Plunder as well. I think we're gonna go for that. Alright, we're gonna head to the item chest here. Let's see, we get a Griftus deck on Pale Cascade, a Challenger on Mountain Goat. This might be decent actually, Challenger, so we're gonna go for it. And once again, we're gonna head to the shop. Let's see if we can get counterfeit copies here. We get Dragon's Rage. I think we're gonna go for this. We are gonna be losing a little bit of gold, but this seems like a really nice power to have. I don't really see any cards that I like here, unfortunately, so we're just gonna leave and take on the Karma. Alright, so we start with Dustbringer again. I think we can't afford to get rid of some of these units. If we can get an Aatrox on turn 1, that would be great. We are going to keep the Darkened Staff though. Impact could be useful. We definitely want the Dustbringer for sure. That way we could trigger Nightfall. But I'd like an Aatrox here. That would be great. Instead we get both Dianas. That should increase Aatrox, right? Yeah, we do. Wonderful. Let's go with the Dustbringer first.
Night flowers upon my blade.
Okay, we can use the Priestess to get the Challenger here. That way we can challenge the Karma, and I think we'll do that. We invoke. We are gonna go with another Traveler. That way we get more invokes again.
Mind and open heart greet the night.
Peace begins within. We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
So yeah, like I said, we will try to adhere to the challenge to some degree, even if we cannot, you know, exactly replicate it 1-to-1 100% because we don't get the counterfeit copies. But we'll at least try, Obviously, you know, things like the powers that we get are obviously random, so I have no control over that. Let's see, we get another invoke here. I think we'll hang on to this for now. We're not going to play that yet. I'd love to get more damage here. I think that's going to be important, so we're going to go with a Diana.
Find your own light within the darkness. Yours is a light I cherish, Moon Sister.
Let's see, what do we want to play here? I think we'll hold on to this Pale Cascade. That could be important.
No more hiding.
But definitely Dragon Karma here.
Face your heretic.
I tell you what, this is what we'll do. Let's actually buff Diana. We'll go Darkened Staff on Diana because she has the double attack and we can get, you know, double impact strikes. That's going to be great. And obviously we're going to attack like so. Karma here. Diana here.
I will be heard.
And with the Pale Cascade, that's going to be more damage on the Diana as well. Yeah.
Moonlight guide me.
Oh, we actually get another one. We're going to cast it.
Find your path in the dark and follow no false light.
Well, we actually get a win here. Perfect. At least we escaped the Karma.
The words of the heretic rang true.
Alright, so we get Philosopher's Stone Regeneration and Fearsome. I think Fearsome Diana is going to be great on the turn 1. We're going to go for that. Right, let's hope we get counterfeit copies here. And we don't get counterfeit copies, we get Draw 2 and an Enfeebling Strike. You know, Stabilize is obviously a really good pick here, and I think we're going to go for that, because unfortunately, the options that are given to us, you know, aren't that great, and, you know, we don't get counterfeit copies. So we're going to go with the Stabilize for sure. Oh yeah, let's see. We have a healer, a champion item chest, and a item chest here. We're definitely going to head to the champion item chest. So I think we might want to head to Caitlyn. Caitlyn duplicate though, that is not what I like. Zoe unstable, that might be easier. I think we're going to head to the Zoe. Right, we get Horns of the Dragon, Heaven's Line, Dark, and Staff. Let's get our Horns of the Dragon here. We will keep the rest, I think. We should be okay. We start with Diana as well, that is perfect. 7-7 Diana because of Bounty Hunters. Really, really good. Zoe on, it's fine. We are probably going to play Heaven's Line here. Let's get a Shade Stalker. I think we can safely bring on Diana, it's fine. There's really nothing that can hurt us, I feel. Oh shit, I forgot we had Stabilize. Yeah, it probably would have been more worth it to bring on Diana on the attacking turn. I totally forgot about Stabilize. Well, it's cool. We'll bear that in mind in the, you know, future battles. You know, sometimes when you play a really OP champion, you tend to forget about the powers that you get. But, you know, then again, that doesn't really explain why I forgot about a lot of stuff in the Darius battle yesterday. Well, I guess what we're going to do here is we're going to go with a Heaven's Line then. Or actually, no. We might want to go with the... Darkened Staff, right? Heaven's Line, Darkened Staff. Can we have enough mana to play Lunar Shade Stalker? Unfortunately not. We're gonna have to either play Darkened Staff or Heaven's Line. I think we'll go Darkened Staff onto Diana. Unless we get stunned here, of course, which is unfortunate. Can we play Pale Cascade? We probably can, but I don't think we should because it's not a guaranteed, you know, rare, strongest ally rare item. So yeah, obviously it's not gonna give us the Spell Shield item. That's a common item. Sorry, I thought this was gonna give us a Spell Shield item. All right, it's cool. We're just gonna have to take the stun here, and we're gonna bring on a Lunari Shade Stalker, I feel.
Unseen, unheard, the new moon conceals you from our foes.
We should have Aatrox next turn, which is gonna be okay.
Watch them fly back into stars. Or reverse gravity and polarity, and watch them get really confused.
Titan's Axe Mountain Goat. Okay, interesting. I guess we're just gonna drop the Aatrox here. We're probably not gonna want to trigger the Nightfall. I don't think there's a way to. Actually, we can. Let's go Heaven's Line first. We'll predict we'll get a Crescent Guardian. I think we can use that in the coming turns. We'll go with a Nightfall Aatrox. And I forgot we have Stabilize again. Oh my goodness. I am absolutely terrible at remembering. Okay, it's cool. It's still fine. We're gonna block Diana, and we're gonna block... we're definitely not gonna block Aatrox here. We're just gonna take 8 damage. It's cool. You know, I wanna ask the guys something. This is genuinely a question for me. How the hell do you guys remember stuff? If you have any tips for me, let me know, because my memory is just absolutely freaking ridiculous. We're gonna go Darkened Blade, and we're gonna equip the Aatrox again. Or actually, we might want to give Diana the regen. That way she could potentially... Nah, we don't need it. Let's just equip the regen on the Aatrox. Alright, so... Well, I guess we're gonna attack here straight up. I suspect there might be a stun. There might be a silence coming as well. Yeah, you know what? Let's just attack straight up. Let's not waste too much time. I think we should have to win regardless, so we're cool. And we definitely do.
Yes! Oblivion!
Alright, Sky Shadows with the Refill to Spellmire Behold, a Nightfall card, a Iceville Cultist, and a Loping Telescope. Yeah, I really don't like any of these, if I'm going to be honest. Iceville Cultist might be important, but really, well, not really important, but could be useful, I should say. But unfortunately, really high cost here. Sky Shadows when I'm summoning Refill to Spell Mana. I really don't think we need this. We're not really playing too much spells. Oh, that could actually be useful, all things considered, because we have a couple of spells like the Pale Cascade and stuff. I tell you what, we'll go for this, but I'm not really sure if that's going to be too helpful. Alright, Champion Item Chest, obviously, between the Health Node and this is probably better. We'll grab a Spell Shield on Diana, that is going to help us. And we have a Asher with Unyielding, TK with Perfected Mana Flow. I'd rather take on the TK, so we're going to head down towards them. Alright, Diana, Aatrox, Haunts the Dragon, and Moonlight. We're going to get rid of these two. We'll just keep Diana and Aatrox here. Still 7-7, unfortunately. I think we need a little bit more gold to get Diana to a higher stat. That would be great. Right, we got a lot of cheap units here, which is decent. Let's bring it on first. We can take that at school. That was part of the plan. That way we can safely bring on the Diana or the Shadebringer, the Shade Stalker. I think we'll go with the Shade Stalker first.
Invisible to the ignorant.
Alright, cool. So, I'm actually going to play a Dustbringer again. That way we get more Dust Petals. I think that's going to be far more useful. Or do we want to go with Diana? Yeah, we'll go with Diana. I have a better idea. Let's go Dust Petal Dust first. Alright, we're going to bring on the Dustbringer first. Let's see what comes on. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Tahm Kench.
Flowers upon my blade.
Our diet is expensively unique.
I think I screwed up. I think I screwed up, I think. No, we might not have screwed up. Let's go with Diana first. I feel it's safe to bring on Diana. I'm worried about this Acquired Taste. I totally forgot about the Acquired Taste. Yeah, that was on me. Let's bring on Diana. We'll see what happens. We have a couple more here, which, you know, isn't the end of the world if this one gets swallowed. Okay, it's cool. We're just gonna attack here. Oh, we still get the win. Cool.
The words of the heretic rang true.
You know, I just realized as well when the battle was ending, we picked up the spell shield like literally in the note before this. As you can see here, the silhouette of the champion item chest. How the hell did I forget that so quickly? My memory, like I said, terrible. Okay, so I guess what we're gonna go for here is probably either a shield vault or a cloven way. Mainly because the nightfall could be decent. I don't really think we need the cloven way, but the shield vault with the stun might not be too helpful into the Azol, because essentially it's gonna be a spell. Actually, the Cloven Way, is this a skill or... Oh, damn it, it's a skill. That means it's gonna be affected by the, you know, the spell shield as well. That's really unfortunate. Alright, I guess we're still gonna go for it because we get a Farsight on it. That could be decent. So yeah, why not? We really need to remember the stuff that we pick up here. I essentially just picked up this damn spell shield like the note before that, and I've already forgotten that we have it on the Diana. Anyway, let's head into the shop here and see what we get. Alright, in terms of the power, we have a Chrono Break here. I think this could be useful with the Rally, but at the same time, I don't really want this because I'm not really sure. You know what? I think it could be useful. Rally is nice to have. I think we're gonna go for it. Why not? That way we can, you know, potentially use that into the Aurelion Sol. It's like a pseudo rally because after all, you're gonna cast the card in order to get the rally. But in terms of the cards here, the, you know, regular shop, I really don't think we need anything necessarily. And yeah, we're just gonna leave. Let's head down into... We have Zed or the Lee Sin. I think Zed is probably better because we have the item chest. So we're gonna take on the Zed with level up. Alright, so Sky Shadows, Cloven Way, Ayula, we're gonna get rid of these three. We'll keep the Priestess because, like I said, we are still gonna want to try to adhere to the challenge and we'll try to get, you know, as many invokes as possible. If possible, obviously. I imagine the champion's gonna come on here.
Spin it round, throw it down.
Blade Dancer, okay. We'll let that happen, it's cool. Dustbringer.
They forced us to choose death or the blade.
Well, we probably should have, you know, played the Heavens Align. That way we could bring on the Dustbringer with a quick attack as well. It's cool, we're gonna drop Diana.
Find your own light within the darkness. Yours is the light I cherish.
And of course I forgot about the damn Stabilize again. Ah, my goodness. What is it with me and forgetting stuff? Okay, so I think we're just gonna attack straight up, or do we want to... I have an idea. Let's play Heaven's Align first. We'll grab a Chrono Break, the rally could be important. I'm gonna bring on a Priestess, that way we invoke. We're gonna go with a stun.
Daylight fades and dusk soon.
I believe Zed should come on here.
Quiet reflection begins.
I got a Gwen, interesting. Looks like we probably shouldn't have brought on... we probably should have just attacked straight up. Yeah, I was a little bit greedy there. I thought we were able to... essentially...
Face your heretic.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna attack like so. Yeah, I guess so, because, you know, obviously... Yeah, we really should have kept that stabilized turn. I need to remember that we have stabilized. That is really one thing I have to remember. At that way, we could have gotten a little bit more damage. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, it isn't too bad.
Without a sound.
Zed here. I think what we're gonna do is... Oh, we have the potential to stun, which is great. Let's go Dust Petal Dust.
All beauty is transient.
Oh crap, what am I doing? We had Crescent Strike, we should have played this. Why the hell did I play Dust Petal Dust? I thought of using Cloven Way to stun the Zed, but I just realized we had the Crescent Strike here. Okay, this is not the most optimum way to play, but at the very least we will use it to stun. Well, probably we're going to use the Unspeakable Horror. At the very least we could drain 1 health. That way we are still maximizing the Dust Petal Dust, even though it's not optimum. Alright, so we're just going to stun here, and we're going to go Unspeakable Horror, just drain 1 from the Nexus. It's cool. Alright, end the round. And we're just gonna attack straight up.
A full moon casts her light across the land.
Okay, so we get a buff to Diana. Great. Vampiric Scepter, whatever it is, it's cool. It's gonna increase the odds of drawing Diana. I like that. And we're gonna head to the item chest here. Get Reckoner's Mark on Dustbringer, a Scout on the Lunari Priestess. This is great. We're gonna pick this up. We're gonna head to the healer. I don't think we need to cut a card necessarily. I'd rather take the 4 health, and I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so let's head into the Jinx. Alright, so Cloven Way, Moonlight Affliction, Crescent Guardian, and Darkened Staff. I think we're gonna get rid of Moonlight Affliction. We will keep the rest, because it seems decent enough. Actually, we'll get rid of Cloven Way. The far side here is gonna allow us to draw it right, so I'm remembering some things now. We'll get rid of Cloven Way and Moonlight Affliction. We'll keep the other 2. Let's hope we get a cheap unit here. Fortunately, we get Cloven Way again. And we draw Aatrox. Not good. Oh, we get the Dustbringer. Cool. We're gonna bring that on.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
I think we'll go Darkened Staff. I think I have an idea of what I want to do.
It's our time.
Yeah, we deal more damage that way. We have extra mana as well because of the Sheen, which is perfect. I think we'll keep the stun for the Jinx here. So we're gonna drop a... Let's play Dust Petal Dust.
Temperamental as moonlight.
Let us drop a Crescent Guardian.
You cannot hold us down.
4 to the enemy Nexus and 1 to all enemies, I believe, right? Yeah, we're safe. Okay. Actually, we'll block this guy then.
Will resist.
That way we take less damage. Alright, I'm gonna bet you 100 bucks that the Jinx will come on here, so we're gonna pass the turn. Told ya. Alright, so we're gonna go Pale Cascade, and we are gonna give the +1/+1, I guess, to... I guess we'll just give it to this guy. And we'll go Cloven Way and stun the Jinx. And we're gonna attack.
No more hiding.
Fortunately, we can't really make too much out of that. The Jinx gets stunned again next turn, which is perfect because of the Cloven Way. Right?
Screaming helps, not at all.
Whoa. It stuns again if it's a follower. Okay, so this is why you read the text. If it's a follower. Oh well, I guess what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use the 6/4 here and block the Jinx.
Hold us down.
No, I think we'll block with the 7/4. That might be better. Because this guy is fearsome. We can potentially take advantage of that. And yeah, we have the Mountain Goat. We're probably gonna bring that on. I have an idea. It is cool. Let's actually go with a... Okay, we'll go to Sky Shadow, not because I want the mana. Obviously, we don't have enough mana. But I just want to get the Nightfall on the Aatrox because I believe we haven't played a card yet. We haven't played a card yet, cool. So we're just going to drop the Sky Shadow just to get a Nightfall.
The sun rock got me good. There's a blast from the past.
Wait, hold on. Let's not bring on the Aatrox first because now I've remembered. We have to stabilize. It's not great to bring on the Aatrox yet. That way we're losing the Ephemera. Okay. We're going to go with Mountain Goat first. I'm remembering things now. Finally, the old, noggin is working. Let's end the round. Alright, let's go Darkened Staff first. Actually, we don't need to do Darkened Staff, but you know what? We'll do it anyway. Let's just go Darkened Staff on this guy. Doesn't really matter what happens here. Aatrox on.
I'll give you to the count of... The sun rock got
Alright, doesn't really matter. We have to win.
a blast from the past.
Oh shit, I forgot about Unyielding.
To bore me.
Oh no, I forgot about the damn Unyielding. I knew I forgot about something. My goodness. Oh my god, I am an idiot. Well, it's cool. At the very least, we should still be able to get the Horns of the Dragon next turn. Okay, it's cool. We lose the Aatrox here, unfortunately. But man, I knew I was forgetting something.
We will be free.
Okay, this is bad because, yeah, we are potentially in the shit here. We cannot if we somehow lose this. Oh my goodness. I knew I was forgetting something, man. Let's go with a Darkened Blade here. That way we can regen this guy at the very least.
Now it's a party.
We get Diana finally, but alright, tell you what, we're gonna use Aatrox as a blocking unit here. I don't think Diana coming on now is gonna be smart, so we're just gonna use Aatrox as a blocker here, because we might need to block the Jinx. Oh man, I played this one so badly. I forgot totally about this damn Unyielding. I completely forgot about it. I wasn't even thinking about it, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's see, we might want to go Darkened Staff here, just to buff the... Yeah, just buff this guy. At least we could get some spell mana back, hopefully.
Bye-bye.
I hope we don't screw this up. We're gonna go with another Darkened Staff on the regular Aatrox. Alright, so we're gonna block this guy and this guy. Absolutely disappointing. We're gonna regen again. Okay, so we have a plan here because we can potentially get double attack on Horns of Dragons. Let's go with Heaven's Line first. Get a Mountain Goat. I know I saw Priestess there, but, I really don't want to play around now. I want to see if we could, at the very least guarantee the victory. Let's go with Diana first.
Find your path in the dark and follow no false light. Embrace the light.
Okay, I think we're safe. We're safe. We should be safe.
No more lies. Face your heretic. I will be heard. Face your heretic. A full moon moon casts her light across the land.
Oh man, really sloppy there. I'm really sorry guys. I genuinely forgot about unyielding and a lot of stuff back there, if I'm gonna be honest with you. And the good thing is we got the victory. That's the most important thing for me. Alright, so we get Shadow Totem, Challenger, and Philosopher's Stone here. We're probably just gonna go Shadow Totem and Diana. That way we can potentially get 3 Dianas, if provided I remember the Ephemeral, of course. But yeah, we're gonna go for this, I think. So that way we can potentially get, more damage that way. Right, we're gonna head to the power node here. Get line, weight, best defense, and sparring student. Unfortunately, no counterfeit copies. Really sad. I guess we're just gonna go with line weight here. Lurk could be decent. And we're gonna head to the Ezreal, of course. We're gonna head to the shop node. Although this is an epic shop, so chances of getting a counterfeit copies here is probably non-existent. I'd say this was the last chance to get it. Unfortunately, we don't get it. So I guess this is a Bounty Hunter's Diana run. Alright, so we're gonna head to this Ezreal here. Okay, before we start this battle, let me just refresh myself here. We have Stabilize, we have Shadow Totem on Diana, so that means we want to try to bring Diana on a attacking turn. Okay, so hopefully that's here in the back of my mind. We're gonna go with a, let's see, we're gonna get rid of 1 Mountain Goat here. I think we'll get rid of Cloven Way as well, because obviously we can't draw it. We don't really need Sky Shadows, I think. It's not really that useful. And we draw Aatrox, even though we have a lot of Diana buffs. Really sad. Let's go with Mountain Goat here. Only unit we can play, unfortunately. We can't really hurt the Ezreal here. But let's see if we could drop his health a little bit.
You're between me and glory.
We definitely can, cool. Heal up the goat. Probably could have kept that for the next turn, but it's fine. Bring on another goat, and if we're lucky, we get a Diana. Cool. I was about to say Diana. Mountain Goat on.
Sounds dangerous. Upgrade. Nice.
I'll just block this guy, and it's cool. We'll take 4 damage from S, and 1 from Stack Shock. It's not a big problem. Remember, no Diana this turn, defensive turn, so obviously can make use of the Stabilize there. So we're gonna pass the turn.
Boring.
Take some damage, it's fine. I don't think the Ezreal has recalls, and even if it has recalls, we have Spell Shield, so we're pretty safe. Right, so obviously there's really nothing we can play in terms of, trigger cards, essentially, cards that don't really need the Nightfall. So I guess we're just gonna drop the Sky Shadows here, just to guarantee Diana gets Nightfall. And it stuns that as well, which is perfect. That means we have a really safe Diana here.
By the moon's crescent blade.
Always seeking new horizons.
Oh my god, triple Diana. We should have to win here. We don't even need to drag anything.
Obstacle, meet gauntlet. Don't mind if I do.
A full moon casts her light across the land.
Alright, so we get a Heaven's Align Endurance Sculptor here. I think we're just gonna go to Heaven's Align cost reduction. That might be the best overall. And we're gonna head into the shop node. And we should be getting an epic power here, right? Yeah, we get Pharaoh's Census. So like I said, that was the last chance saloon to get a common power, and unfortunately we didn't get counterfeit copies this run. I really don't think we need the Pharaoh's Census, even though we can potentially use it to trigger Nightfall. Yeah, actually that could be good because we can cast a 0-cost Pharaoh's Census in order to guarantee we get a Nightfall when we need the Nightfall. So that's actually going to be really beneficial. Alright, we're going to go for this. Now in terms of the cards here, I really don't think we need anything necessarily. We definitely don't need more Cloven Way buffs, and I think we're just going to keep the rest what we've got. So let's go ahead and head into the Yasuo here with Duplicate. Alright, draw the Diana here, which is perfect, even though the Yasuo gets the start. This seems decent enough to keep, and I think we will keep this. It seems okay. But we should be winning with Diana, no problem at all, I feel. Because, you know, we have a really high attack stat Diana here. I'd be really surprised if we lost. I know Yasuo comes on here, but it's fine. Let's actually go with a predict first. Just to guarantee Nightfall. We'll get a Moonlight Affliction. That could actually help us in the future turns. Right, let's go with the Mountain Goat here. Oh shit, I forgot we get stunned. I forgot Yasuo's duplicate here. Oh my god. Well, it's cool, it's cool. No, well, not duplicate. I forgot the Gathering Storm stuns the weakest unit. So we take some heavy damage, but, you know, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Yasuo's probably an outlier. We should be fine if we're able to, you know, play our game. Let's go to predict here. We'll get a Dustbringer. Diana on. Okay, beautiful. Let's actually go Dark and Staff on this Diana. Obviously, we're gonna attack. Pale Cascade. And we should get the win.
No more running. Hope you brought friends.
Ah, okay. Unless it stuns us, obviously. And both of the stuns are directed to one Diana. Alright, that changes things a little bit, but I think we should be fine overall. Because now we've lost the spell shield. Right, we might want to play Moonlight Affliction next turn. Well, probably, yeah, next turn, because we have the mana.
Keep going, kid. You'll get it.
And I think what we will do is we'll actually do that, right? Do you want to go with something else first? Yasuo still Tempest. Nightfall stun an enemy. Yeah, I think we'll stun first, I feel. They can't block this round. That's probably not that important. We just want that stun straight up. Or can we get cost reduction on Nightfall? Hold on, let me just double check something here. We don't get cost reduction on Nightfall, right? We actually don't know. Actually, there is a way to get cost reduction on Nightfall. We'll go with... No, wait, hold on. Let me just think about this for a second. When you play your first card each round, refill 1 mana. Okay, I think I have an idea. Let's stun... Let's silence Yasuo and this guy first. Now we get the refill. We're gonna bring on the Dustbringer.
Night flowers upon my blade. The promise of a new... Find your path in the dark and follow no false light.
Life's the best teacher you'll
Alright, that's about it. Whatever it does, it's cool. We should be able to block the Yasuo here.
Ignorant brawl.
Take as less damage as possible and in the process kill it. Which is good enough.
I go where the road takes me.
Aren't you the one with wind technique?
Alright, let's see if we could
Turn back.
trigger Nightfall. We get Challenger. Maybe we could challenge the Yasuo here. Oh, he has another Steel Tempest. That is not great. That is quite bad. That is quite bad. That is quite bad. We might want to go with Aatrox here, just to guarantee more damage. I suspect there might be a Yoni as well. That is going to be a little bit problematic. Okay. So things are a little bit interesting now. We might go for a Predict here. Yeah, I think we'll go for a Predict first. Oh, we get Chrono Break. That is perfect, because that is going to help us get a rally and potentially get more damage. Let's go on the next turn, obviously. We're going to go with an Aatrox here. Yeah, it's probably going to stun us here, I feel. With a Steel Tempest, for sure. Let's actually go Moonlight Affliction. No, let's not do that. Let's attack first.
No more lies.
Yeah, we'll just drag the Yasuo here. Okay, I think we're fine. Whatever it does, we can potentially respond with our other cards, so we're pretty safe. Oh, it chooses to stun the Aatrox. Beautiful. That way we guarantee the victory. Very nice.
A full moon casts her light across the land.
Okay, awesome. We get a +1/+1 Fury on Horns the Dragon and a Grifter's deck on the Pill Cascade. Let's go with a Pill Cascade. Could be decent. Right, we're gonna take on MF with Mana Flow here.
Sure you.
Alright, so we get Dustbringer, Ayula, Darkened Staff, Lunari Priestess. I think we are gonna keep this. Seems okay. Or we probably could have gotten rid of Ayula, but it's alright. I know the MF is gonna come on here. For sure.
Looking for trouble.
Right, we'll go with Dustbringer. We'll use this as a blocker unit just to essentially, you know, prevent the MF from dealing too much damage. We're actually gonna go with a... We'll go with a Mountain Goat as well. Another blocker unit.
Fresh out of mercy.
But we're gonna use this guy to block.
We will resist.
Because it has the less perks. You know, the least amount of perks. No quick attack, nothing. No predict yet, I think. We're just gonna ignore that. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is, you know, we actually have Lurk as well. When I was, you know, browsing through my powers earlier when I was looking for the sorcery, I realized we had the Lurk as well, so it might be worth to do this. Let's go with a Fair Prescience first. You know, I think I've been doing it, you know, unintentionally, well, not really unintentionally, instinctively or basically without, unknowingly, that's the correct term here. I've been doing this unknowingly, but I think it benefited us. So we're gonna go with Lurk, we're gonna go with a unit that costs 3 or less, and I think we're gonna go with Mountain Goat here. We'll top that the Mountain Goat. That way, when we bring on the Diana, we can potentially guarantee the Lurk, which is gonna be great.
You've got dangerous eyes. I like that. Not just the
Pill Cascade, Diana.
Our light grows bright.
Distract Misfortune here. And we'll drag this 2-2 here. We have to win.
We speak, and they will hear us.
Alright, so we get a Mountain Goat, Pro Slit, and Guiding Touch here. I don't think it really matters what we pick up, but I'm just gonna go with Mountain Goat here. And we're gonna take on the Azreal. Right, we get Aatrox, double Dianas, and Horns of the Dragon. We're gonna get rid of the Aatrox and the Horns of the Dragon here. We'll keep the Diana. 10-10 Diana into the Aurelion Sol. This is probably gonna be a turn 1 victory. And it might actually be if we could get a 1 cost. Oh, we actually don't need a 1 cost. Yeah, we don't need a 1 cost. I have an idea. Fair Prescience. We'll top deck the Mountain Goat. Oh god, this is gonna be OP. Diana on.
cold and unforgiving as moonlight.
Yeah, we've basically won here, haven't we? Ah, 2 damage shy. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? Come on.
Shape the skies and more.
Oh shit, I think we could have gotten a turn 1 if I dragged that. Oh my god, I forgot Fury here will activate first because we kill that unit, and then the Diana, the regular Diana, will get the stat buff and essentially deal more damage. You are joking with me. I lost my OTK because of that. Oh, come on. I am disappointed in myself, guys. I expected better. I expected better. Ah, well, we're still not in big trouble. We have to win, essentially, so let's actually drop Monk Goat here. We should be able to strike that, Gangplank. I'm not really too concerned. We have to win. We lose a little bit extra health because of my, let's call it idiocy here, but we're basically fine. Yeah, we're basically fine. Damn it, we missed the one-turn kill. How sad is that? How extremely sad is that? Disappointing, really disappointing. Alright, let's just go ahead and fair presence again. We will see if we could top deck a... We'll top deck Diana. Let's add a couple of gems just to heal her up, just for fun. But we should be fine.
Lamb to the slaughter.
You bastard! You are a goddamn bastard. Okay, I tell you, let's play a couple of Pale Cascades here. If we're lucky, we get a Spell Shield, but if we don't, could be a little bit iffy. Can we get a Spell Shield?
Moonlight guide me.
No Spell Shield, god damn it. I thought let's go for one more. I really want a Spell Shield here. I don't want to drag out this battle too long.
Tried to blind me with resplendence, but they could not break me.
Spell Shield. No, come on. Oh my god, if I lose this, I am really gonna be disappointed because of my stupidity and not attacking. Holy shit, double Scions, you are kidding me. Oh god, I really hope we don't lose this. I'd be really disappointed if we did, because essentially I'm an idiot if we somehow lose this. I tell you what, let's go and predict here. Go another Diana. Man, this is embarrassing. I'm pretty sure many of you watching right now will probably be like, what the hell is this guy even doing? We'll go Cloven Way and stun the Scion here. Oh god, I think we might actually end up losing this.
To the stars.
Ignorant thrall. Meet destiny.
Okay, this could be great. We lose Diana, but we can bring her on again next turn. So we might have dodged the bullet here, actually. Yeah, we might have. Okay, so we're just gonna commit this first. It's cool. Oh no. Sion's gonna get rally, isn't it? Oh my god, I forgot about that bloody rally. You have got to be joking with me. Wait, it's alright. We have Diana again. We can potentially use this to block. Okay, cool, cool. We're safe, we're safe. Holy shit. This is more intense than any other regular battle, man. This is seriously intense.
Ignorant thrall.
The constellations bow to me. Now they'll pay attention.
Alright, I think we should win here.
Cannot turn back.
We want to trigger Nightfall, so let's see. Let's go with Predict. Top deck another Diana. We'll go Pale Cascade again.
Our light grows brighter.
That way we can get the Challenger. Man, I hope there's no Obliterates or something. This is gonna be bad if we get an Obliterate. And why the hell is this card blocking us here?
Your heretic.
Oh man, let's hope there's no Obliterates. Oh, cool. We get the win. What the hell is this card doing? Jesus.
Impossible.
The words of the heretic rang true.
Well, alright guys, that is the run with Diana complete. So, a couple things I want to say here first. Let's just pretend that final battle there was an OTK, alright? You didn't see any of that. That was an OTK, because essentially, if I were to drag that first unit to the regular Diana, like I said, the Fury buff would have connected. That way we could get the extra damage and essentially deal that 1 extra damage to the Nexus and get the OTK. But unfortunately, I was too stupid, or too idiotic if you will, and dragged that unit to the Ephemeral Diana, and essentially the Fury buff was lost because the Ephemeral Diana would have died after that first strike. So obviously that's idiocy on my part. So let's just pretend it's an OTK. You didn't see any of that final battle. But on a more serious note, that Bounty Hunter and the, Heart of Gold here essentially gave Diana a really insanely stupidly high attack stat. So obviously a really good pick, a really solid pick into the Assault if you don't have the Gale Force. Well, actually, if you have the Gale Force, the better. What you can do is use a Gale Force Diana. That way you have Gale Force and you have the Bounty Hunter. You might not need a Heart of Gold. I got lucky here because I had the, this Overwhelm. But you can potentially go Gale Force, Bounty Hunter, and the Troll King's Crown if you have it. If you have it level 30 Diana and you want to bring that into the Assault, that's gonna work. However, if you don't have the third Relic slot, what you can do is a Gale Force and a Bounty Hunter as well will work just as fine. You're gonna want to try to get lucky and get an Overwhelm. But either way, Bounty Hunter is a really valid, logical, and solid build for the Diana in my opinion. Really good stuff. One more thing I want to say is that, it's really unfortunate we cannot get the challenge done, which is to use the counterfeit copies to essentially copy a duplicate, if you will, the Lunari Priestess, and essentially get more Nightfall invokes. That way we are maximizing the amount of invokes. But I think what I'm going to do is we will try to resurrect this and redo this challenge some of the time. Hopefully when I get more Z-Drive rerolls, and maybe that way we can increase the odds of getting that specific calm power. Because like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be really difficult to get that one specific power. So obviously it's another problem in itself. But yeah, we had a couple of hiccups along the way, like me forgetting to stabilize and the ephemerals and whatnot. So probably I wasn't optimizing my attack too much. I will try to remember some of these stuff. I honestly have trouble with my memory. I'm not even trying to unnecessarily over dramatize the video. I just genuinely have a hard time remembering stuff. So really that's, a problem on my part. I'm gonna have to try to work on improving that. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider leaving a like as well as subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate that support, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of Legends of Runeterra or Path of Champions content just like this one. Now, I've also launched channel memberships here on the channel, so if you guys are interested in joining, feel free to do so. If you'd like to find out more, you can head on over to the memberships tab on my channel page to read about it. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching as well as joining me on this one. This is Kevlar signing off. I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.